We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Yo.
Oh, what's good? It's good, Miles. How you been, fam? How was the trip? Are you back or are you still out there?
I am back, but I had to dip back again on some traveling shit. I had to come see family. I had a photo gig to do in another state. You know what I'm saying? So I'm moving and shaking, man. But I should be back.
My nigga is really a jet setting play out here. He really about that life.
Hey man, look, yo, I got this dude, man. He called me every year to do his birthday party, no matter where I'm at in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Yeah, man. Shout out.
All right, so real quick, let me plug the joint. Real quick before I do that though.
Yeah.
Do y'all still have online tickets for the Vegas joint?
Yeah, we still got live stream tickets, man. Guys, make sure you get your live stream tickets, man. Don't hesitate.
Can I go to the same link right here?
Yeah, same link. Yep, go right there. Get your tickets, your live stream tickets. Don't wait too long because there will be a cutoff date to get your tickets, man. So don't sleep.
Give me a second. Let me put that in those. All right, so gentlemen, I'm gonna put the link in the comment section so everyone on every channel, y'all should be able to see this. So if y'all still interested, definitely go ahead and partake in this. I'm telling you, it can change your life.
Facts.
Ask those individuals in New York and that have been to previous seminars that Lucario and Miles did. Mm-hmm. So again, what are we talking about today, gentlemen? Okay, let me plug the joint real quick. Always hold women to the same standards you hold yourself. Let me change something real quick. Oh, real quick, for those of you who are watching and you can actually see us, you know what I'm saying, versus just hearing us, I'm going to post this shit right here. So if you feel like you want to donate, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, boom. There you have it, right? But at the bare minimum, at least donate a like. I mean, it's free. It don't cost you nothing. Right. With all the fucking hand gestures y'all use, jacking off, y'all can press a button. You know what I'm saying? So y'all use way more motherfucking hand muscles, you know what I'm saying, jacking off than just using your finger. So what are we talking about today? I'm gonna play two clips. Now, the first clip I'm gonna play, it's not, I think it's 47 seconds long, no, 46 seconds, but it's not necessarily about the whole 46 seconds. The point I really want to get to is like the last couple of seconds. And then when you hear the last couple of seconds, it's gonna bring everything together with the second video clip that we're gonna show. So let's do this first. Where's it at? Where's the joint at? There we go.
Best first date tips for men: you plan the date, take control. After a few conversations, pay attention to common interests and plan accordingly. Be decisive. Indecisiveness is a turnoff. No movies or other loud activities on the first date. The first date is about great conversation, connecting, and getting to know each other. On the first date, please make an effort with your style. You don't have to be suited and booted if that's not you, but you want to be the best version within your style personality. If your dressiness is usually at a 5 level, take it up to a 7. To avoid lulls in the conversation, pre-plan some topics to talk about. Think about any common interests you may have discovered in the conversations that led up to this first date. Be on time for the date. It shows you value people's time, yours and hers. Be a gentleman. If anyone's gonna arrive fashionably late, let that be her. She's the cute one, not.
Okay, so we're gonna start backwards. He says, if anybody is gonna arrive fashionably late, I can't even talk about the coffee shit. Fashionably late, let it be her. She's the cute one. No. Always hold women to the same standards you hold yourself. So if you're gonna be on time, she needs to be on time. You never make accommodations or you never lower your standards for a woman because she's cute. Now, he said something at the beginning. He talked about how have a few conversations. No, do not do that. He also talked about finding common interests. Now, through regular conversation, if you find that you and a woman have common interests, that's one thing. But you should never be asking women questions to search and pry for common interests. What's your point of view on it, Phil?
Well, I mean, the whole point is to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like the entire point of, you know, having a going out with a woman on a date is to be yourself, right? Because you're looking for the woman to get to know who you are and not necessarily get comfortable with who you are, right? Because we're not trying to force nothing, but I want to let you know exactly who I am so you can make an informed decision if it makes sense for us to continue this whole process or not. And I think that's where a lot of guys get fucked up at, where it's like instead of focusing on being who they are, they try their best to fake in front. So you know what I'm saying? So they could force the shit. And that's where a lot of relationships go wrong. Because if it ain't right at the beginning, it ain't gonna be right a couple months from now when she ghosts you or when she start disrespecting you or when some shit come to light that you didn't want to talk about before because you was too scared, you was too pussy, and you was too insecure with your true identity. You see what I'm saying?
There you have it. Now, I have another clip. Let me tell you about this clip. Now, I heard through the grapevine that this was a skit, but even with skits oftentimes are art imitating life.
Of course.
So the type of shit you see in skits happens in real life. So when guys say, oh, it's fake, it don't matter if it's fake.
It don't matter. That's what I bet. Yo, I say that shit all the time, man.
And let me say this, because I remixed this and I put it on the Instagram. Yo, they were big mad at me, bro. They was mad at me for my point of view on this. But let's go ahead and show this shit right now.
Problem is that I told you to come at 2 p.m. and you came at 2:04, 4 minutes late. I'm not used to this kind of delay. For me, it's not possible, to have a relationship where my partner is not showing up on time.
Now, this is what I would say about that. Number one, I'm not going to be loud and address the woman where everyone can hear me addressing her.
Right.
Now, what people were saying is, oh, 4 minutes late is not a big deal. Yeah, it is. To me, it is. And if the woman, now here's the thing. Things do happen that are beyond people's control. Like they might shut down part of the highway. There might be an accident. Things do happen. I'm realistic. It's not the fact that a woman is late to a date that's a problem. That's not the problem. The problem is if you're running late, text or give your date a call. Hey, I'm running a little behind. You know, there was an accident. I'm about maybe 10, 15 minutes out. It's a courtesy and a respect thing.
Exactly.
Just call people. Because here's what guys don't understand. In the very beginning, how women behave with you, you are literally training them how to treat you. So if you just, 4 minutes late, I ain't gonna say nothing about it at all. 4 minutes turns into 10 minutes. 10 minutes turns into 20 minutes. Because subconsciously, the woman is saying to herself, oh, if I'm a little late, as long as I'm cute, right, and I'm dressed to the nines, he ain't tripping. So what happens is it just snowballs over time if you don't address it. The problem with a lot of guys, because you want pussy so bad, and you're so enamored with the way the woman looks, what happens is a lot of you guys, after about her being late 10 times, then you'll address it in a very passive-aggressive manner. But by that time, the woman isn't going to take you seriously because she's looking at you like, why you tripping?
Why you tripping?
Why you tripping? Like this is the thing that's been going on between us for however so long. Why are you making a big deal about it now? So a lot of times you want to address the shit. Now, here's the thing. You don't got to be aggressive about it, gentlemen. You don't got to be aggressive about it. You ain't got to sound like you're ready to snap her head off. It's not that serious, but I'm going to tell a quick story, and I'm going to pass it to Miles. I remember, bro, this was some years back. It was this chick I was dealing with. We have been dealing with each other for a few months. And I was picking her up at her crib for a date, and I told her to be ready at 8. I said, I'll be there by 8. Now, I'm going to show up a couple minutes early. So if I'm knocking at the door, it's before 8. It's like 7:57, 7:58, some shit like that. So I'm knocking at the door for about 3-4 minutes. So at 8:01, 8:02, some shit like that, she opens the door. She ain't even ready, bro. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already irritated because I'm like, why am I knocking at the door for so fucking long, right? So I go in there and I look at her and I'm like, not only do you have me out here past the time I told you to be ready by, but you ain't even ready. And she was like, oh, I'm trying to get extra cute. And I'm like, cool, I'm glad you're trying to get extra cute, but be extra cute on time, right? So now I'm sitting there for another 10 minutes until she finishes getting ready, right? So I said, look, and this is what I told her, because see, sometimes, gentlemen, you don't have to explain yourself to women. Just provide clarity to the confused, right? So I said, look, let me explain something to you. I said, what if I had reservations at an upscale restaurant where if you ain't there exactly on time, now you give up the table and you got to wait? I said, what if that was happening, right? Or what if we had to be somewhere where it was time sensitive and your ass ain't even ready, right? So I tried to provide clarity so she can understand that I ain't tripping. I'm trying to logically explain to you why it's important that you be on time. So boom, I let it go. We went out, we had a great night. About a week later, a week and a half or something like that later, same shit. I said, be ready by such and such time. Okay, I don't remember what time it was. I show up just like the last time. I'm knocking on the door. So whatever time I told her to be ready by, I'm still knocking at the door. About a minute past that time, I just walk off. I just walk. She opens the door and she's calling my name. I never turned back. I just keep walking, nigga. She's calling my name, Carrie, Carrie. I keep walking. I get in the car, peel off, nigga. She's texting me and calling me all fucking night. I don't respond to the text. I don't read the text. She's calling me, leaving me voicemails. I don't listen to them shits. So the very next day, I let her sit with that. I let her sit with the fact that this nigga left me. Not only do I not get to go out with him tonight, but he ain't even talking to me or responding to any of my shit. So the very next day, about noon, I call her and I just simply say this, do you get it now? And then that's when she was apologetic and very contrite. Bitch, do you get it now? Don't play with my motherfucking time. Fam, you got
it. Man, that's a good story, man. That's a good fucking story. And that's exactly what you need to do. She lucky you actually called her the next day, really.
Yeah, she lucky I didn't just check and dismiss her, charge her.
Yeah, that's damn near a charge for a nigga like me, but
yeah,
because the fact that it happened already, then the same shit, like the same way, like
the same exactly.
I'm doing you a courtesy by picking you up. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? How long were y'all together?
Well, we were dating for about 3-4 months, something like that.
Hey, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, fam. So King Solar, what did he say? He says, how would you address her being late? So let's say you're sitting there and you wait. Number one, okay, this is what I would tell any woman, right? And guys, if you're running late too, give the woman a call. I would say don't text. Just give them a call. To me, giving someone a call is more personable, right? Give them a call. Hey, I'm running a little late. XYZ happened, right? And just let them know you're running late. To me, this just showing up late, like everything is all cool, that ain't gonna work, right? So he's asking, how would you address her being late? We're talking about the chick that sat at the table, was at the table with the dude yelling at her. Number one, let me just say this again. I do not agree with how he handled it.
Nah, that's not how you handle it.
Yeah, no, yelling in public or raising, I don't want to say he was yelling, but he was raising his voice to where other people can hear. No one else should be privy to your conversation. You know what I'm saying? If you got to sit next to the chick and just whisper to her, or if you got to, hey, let me holler at you. Like, tell the waitress, hey, go ahead and bring us both the water real quick. We'll be right back. And you got to go take her somewhere, pull her to the side and holler at her real quick. Do that. But again, you don't have to be malicious or mean or super aggressive, but you do have to be stern. Hey, look, shit happens. I understand. But if you and I are going to continue dealing with each other going forward, if you're running late, I need for you to reach out to me and call me to let me know you're running late as a common courtesy and as a respect to me.
Right.
You know, I don't have to have you out here. There could be another woman in my physical presence, but you the one. So respect that. Show some gratitude for that. You got Miles.
You see, I'm gonna explain something to these cats, and it's something you need to understand about your manner as a man, as a gentleman, as a leader, as you know, you want to do things in a cool way. You want to do things with style and swag and confidence. And what I mean by that is this. I remember I was in a situation, and I think, so we was at this spot, and we was at a presentation, and my lady just got up and left, and she was kind of walking kind of fast. So my mom put it together, and I realized that she had to go to the restroom, right? No, no big deal, but like I said, in my mind, I surmised that she went to the restroom. Then, a few minutes later, she came back and sat down. And then and then when she sat down, she was like, "Ooh, my bladder was talking to me. I almost didn't even make it to the bathroom." You know how they.
Yeah.
So I heard her say that, and then I leaned. See, and this is what I mean by style, swag, and so on and so forth. You see that man? Number one, he's sitting on the other end of the table from his woman. That's something I don't even do on dates.
Yeah, you have it.
That's your first mistake right there, right? And this is exactly why. See, this is why I love game, because game mistakes don't happen to a nigga that has game, right?
Exactly.
And because I know I'm supposed to be sitting next to my woman when I'm out to dinner, I literally asked for the table for the table that I want. They try to give me that one table that has only 2 seats on opposite sides, and then the wall is next to it. If there's no other seat available, I move my chair so I'm next to my girl, or I tell them to give me another seat. Okay, that's just one part of it. Now, after she get back from the bathroom, whatever, I lean in and I go, "Listen, when we're together, just like this, whispering it in her ear. When we're together and you getting up to go anywhere, I'm gonna need you to let me know where you're going." She even finished my sentence for me. She was like, "Oh, let you know where I'm going."
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't, and then I leaned, I was leaned into her ear, and then I leaned back to regularly scheduled program. And that right there was the check. You see, that man in the video, he's checking his chick all loud in public, like he's trying to shame her, like he's trying to like he's trying to beat his chest and all that. Nah, you don't need to do that. And here's the problem: if you do feel that you need to do that, you don't need to be in that relationship.
That's facts. Because
again, if a woman don't trust your leadership, if she don't believe that what you have to say is the best scenario for the both of you, based on your leadership and based on how much you care about yourself and how much you care about her, then you don't need to be in that relationship. If she's not listening to you, you can't let her stress you out. You yelling in a restaurant, people staring at you funny. Now you fucking up your whole swag. You fucking up your whole mystique. You feel what I'm saying? Now everybody in that restaurant knows that there's a discord between you and your woman. That's not cool.
Exactly. Let me say this, because I see a couple of questions. If y'all got a question, put a Q in the chat. Put a Q. And let me just say this real quick, because I already see a comment I don't like.
On the phone lines too.
The phone lines are open, 919-647-9392. If you feel strongly about your opinion, Method Money, call in. Call in, Method Money. Call in. Just call in. If you feel that strongly about it, stand 10 toes down on it and call in.
These niggas don't understand. These niggas don't understand nothing.
They don't understand, bro. They don't. Because when I remixed the video, bro, it got thousands and thousands of views. Bro, people were in the comment section calling me a misogynist, a narcissist, because I said, when I did the remix, I said, I do not agree with how he handled it, but I have no problem with him addressing her being late. There were women and dudes that had a problem that a man would even address a woman being late.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got, like, bro, just think the fucking audacity of a motherfucker that you invited out, right, to spend time with you. You could be dealing with any other bitch, but you selected her. Not only that, but you spending money on this chick. I don't care if it's $5, $15, or $50, right? you going out of your way to basically give this woman an opportunity to fuck with you. At least she can do is be on time. And if she's running late, at least she can do is text you or call you, preferably a call, to let you know I'm running a little bit late. That's just a respectable thing to do. Like, I don't understand. But see, this is what it is. Dudes are so thirsty for pussy, they will let women do whatever they want to do, so as long as the woman show up.
That's what.
But at least she's here.
That's the part.
At least she's here.
That's the part with weak niggas, bro. And let me address this. Let me address this kid, bro. See, here's what a lot of people don't get. And it goes with the title. Always hold a woman to the same standard you hold for yourself.
You want to bring up the standard? Talking about method money?
Yeah, method money, yeah. Listen, man. Since a kid, I've been taught that even if we're at the dinner table and you got to get up to use the bathroom, you stand up and you say, "Excuse me." You understand that? Because you are in congregation with a group of people. If you have to leave the congregation, you excuse yourself. Now, with that being said, even if I'm with my boys, bro, if I'm chilling with you, Zag, and we someplace doing something, I'll let you know, like, bro, I'm about to head to the toilet real quick. I'm about to hit the bathroom real quick. You feel me? Because listen, in today's day and time, with all these mass shootings and emergencies, and a fire could break out, different shit could go down where we got to evacuate the building. If I'm in a place with somebody that is important to me, I need to at least know where they at. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, she could have went outside to make a phone call. You don't know where she at.
I don't know where that's all I'm saying. It's not about me keeping tabs on her or being thirsty. This is why dumb niggas don't get bitches, bro, because they think they're focused on the wrong thing. When I like I said, even when it's me, when I'm getting up to go somewhere, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna head to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Because if something go down, or let's just say you get an emergency phone call and you need to leave, you need to be able to say, well, I'm gonna exit and swing by the bathroom where he's at, so we could both exit the spot like that. It's about planning. It's about strategy. It's about understanding that and being prepared for any next given situation. It's not about being thirsty. It's not about keeping tabs on nobody and all that type of dumb shit. It's about me and you are out, and I want to know where you're at, and I also want you to know where I'm at. That's what it's about.
Bro, I remember when we was in New York. It was that night that I was looking like Run DMC and shit that night, right?
Yeah.
That night. I remember we was all at the table and we was talking about getting up to leave. But before we got up, I said, man, I got to dip to the restroom real quick. So y'all kind of waited for me a little bit, but because y'all knew what I was doing. It's not like, where does nigga Carey go? Where the fuck this nigga go? Where he at?
And that's all it is.
And I'm a grown man, tell another grown man at the table and lays at the table, yo, I'm going to dip to the restroom real quick.
That's
you know,
it.
It's just a common courtesy. See, this is how I know you niggas was raised by parents who ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents ain't shit, right? Because this dude says she's her own person. I want people to understand, when you're dealing with women, a woman is not inviting you into her life. It's the opposite. You are inviting her into your life. A woman does not get to come into your life and do what the fuck she want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she might be her own person, and I respect that. But she don't get to do what the fuck she want. If she want to do what the fuck she want, she need to go to this nigga Method Money, a nigga like him, exactly. Or she need to be single.
Exactly.
It's really that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a comment. Okay, go ahead, fam.
I was just saying, guys could call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. Go ahead.
I saw this comment. And this is prominent because it goes to something that I said that was said to me in the clip that I put on IG. So he says, we can't be late on the job. If we keep being late on the job, all the time we get fired. Yeah, it's just a consequence. Look, I'll put it to you another way. How many of you in the chat, when you started a new job, in the very first day you was late? The very first day you was late. How many of you were late? No. So my thing is, if you can respect that job, you can respect the man that you see value in. And this is how they put it. Well, it's different because it's a job. No, it's not different.
No, it's not.
No, it's not different. At the end of the day,
real quick, you should honor your significant other more than the fucking job, because remember, your job could fire you anytime they want, while you got to give them niggas 2 week notice.
Exactly. So this is how dudes try to rationalize allowing women to do what the fuck they want to do in their lives. No, my thing is, if you respect people, like even if I set up a date with a woman, I'm gonna call to let her know I'm running late if I'm running late.
Right.
It has nothing to do with me being a man and her being a woman. It's not about the gender thing. It's about a respect thing. It's about a person, human being, respecting between two individuals. You know what I'm saying? Respect people. If you want people to respect you, respect them. If you want people to value what you value, make sure that you're respectable. Look, that's all it is. Guys, you have to remember when you invite women into your life, you're training them how to treat you. And let me just say this on behalf of women. Women will also teach you how to treat them. If you're doing some fuck shit, if you're being inconsistent, they're gonna call you out on your inconsistency. That's her basically telling you, hey, I noticed what you're doing and I ain't really with this shit that you're doing. Right. Now you can be that beating your chest, man, oh girl, what the fuck you talking about? Or you could be like, yeah, shorty right, I'm being inconsistent. Let me check myself in the process. We good on calls, man?
Yeah, we're good on calls right now. Guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. I want to address King Sala real quick. He said, how would you address her being late? And guys, there's a lot of different ways that you can address a woman being late. And for a guy like me, I invite chicks out to like drink dates or whatever, right? And so the easy and cool way to do that is if she is late, you let her know first round's on you, right? That's one way that you can address it, because it's like you casually letting her know that there is a consequence for lateness, and on top of that, you get the first round of drinks free. So if the date don't go well, she paid for the drink, not you. You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
And but it's different. Like I said, there's different ways to show up in a situation. There's different ways to let a woman know how you roll. And like you said, you train people how to treat you, so she knows that there is a consequence for being late. Because there's a lot of people, like how I just explained, that I grew up in a family where if you leave in the table, you say excuse me and things like that. There's a lot of people that grew up with no type of etiquette, no type of rules, no type of nothing from their family. No structure, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? No regard, no respect. And then so the thing is, you kind of have to teach people. Because it's crazy. You might have to teach a girl something, and she will only treat you that way, and then still treat everybody else like shit. But when she come around, you don't treat you a certain way, and if that's the way it has to be, then that's the way it has to be. At least you know how to treat her man. But a lot of you cats, you're focused on the wrong thing, and even like to go back to the what's his name, mouthpiece, whatever, some shit.
Who?
You see, what he don't understand is that it's not like I told my girl, hey, don't go nowhere until I give you permission to go, or some dumb shit like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like she's her own person. She's free to do what she want to do, but I know that I'm looking out for your safety in case something goes wrong. So I just like to know where you're at, what your destination is, so I have an idea of where to scoop you if something goes down.
Well, not only that, but and I want to reiterate and kind of piggyback off what you just said. She's her own person. She can do what she want to do. Look, here's the thing. Everyone has freedom of choice.
Yes.
But in some instances, you having freedom of choice comes with consequences. Hey, period. This notion that you can do what the fuck you want to do, and at some point there might not be consequences for your actions depending on who you're fucking dealing with. Come on, man. So a woman, if she want to be late, cool. I'll just leave her where she stands. And then one of you niggas can scoop her up and deal with her. Because I'm not going to argue with her or browbeat her into doing what I want. See, this is where that controls you. You're just trying to be controlling. No, I'm not trying to be controlling. In fact, since you think that, how about I just let you go? I'll just let you go. Because what you're doing is, and again, I say it all the time, anytime a woman questions your leadership, or anytime a woman challenges you, rather, she's questioning your leadership.
Facts.
She's challenging you. The only time a woman should challenge a man is when she don't respect that man.
Right.
Or that man don't know what he's doing, which is kind of it goes hand in hand many, many times. Right? That's the only time. And again, now if a woman is confused by something, we gonna provide clarity that she needs. But if she's just challenging you, I'm my own woman, man telling me what to do, you ain't the boss of me. Oh, really? Oh, is that how you feel about it? All right, well, look, I tell you what. Enjoy the rest of your life. It was good knowing you while I knew you, but it's time that we move on from each other. Good luck. I wish you well. I hope you find the guy that will allow you to do whatever it is you want to do. Until then, peace be on to you. I'm gonna let her make it. I'm not gonna be mad or bitter or argue with her. I'm just gonna be like, all right, deuces. All right, then do your thing.
Yep.
Gentlemen. And that guy, Mushmouth or whatever his fucking name was, know what I'm saying? He method mouth, whatever the fuck your name was, nigga. He probably thinks men and women are equal.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why he said that.
Like most of these idiots today.
And that's the problem. Men, now, when we are at work together, we equal to the motherfucker. Fine, cool, we can have it. Right? We equal in the workforce, whatever, to a degree. Because it still ain't really equal, but to a degree, fine. I can say we're equal in a workforce. But when we get home, though, I run this shit. Nigga, we ain't equal.
We're not.
Damn it, there ain't no democracy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. Please do not wait till the last minute to call in, guys, please.
Thank you. A woman has to tell you niggas. If you have zero structure with yourself, women won't be able to follow anything you say. Thank you.
Anything.
It's not that. When people hear us talk, they think we fucking male chauvinists and misogynists. No. We're just two men who have standards and principles. We value ourselves. We live our life a certain way. In fact, see, here's the thing about standards and principles. You yourself as a man have to live up and abide by your own standard and principles you set for yourself. Look, let me explain something to you niggas. Hold on real quick. But so dudes can understand. Let me tell you what standards are. And I want y'all to listen to a particular word. Something set up or established by an authority. Who's the authority? The motherfucking man in the equation. Something set up or established by an authority as a rule for the measure of quantity, weight, extent, value, or quality. So in this case, we're talking about value and quality. If I value myself and I'm a quality man, that means I expect to deal with women who see that value and they reciprocate that value. And they see the quality and they reciprocate that quality. If you're running late and you don't have the decency to call me, you are saying you don't see the value in me that you need to be respecting. That's how I take that shit. I don't take it no other way other than that. Again, shit happens. Sometimes you can't help being late. I get it. But even when you're late for work, do you just show up late or do you call in?
Exactly. You got to call in to work.
Your balls. Go ahead, fam.
But and somebody asked, I think it was Salah. He was saying about if she call, is that okay? See, there's still a cutoff point, man. There's still a cutoff point because you could call and say there's traffic.
Like, what are you talking about?
You could call and say there's traffic, but me, depending on the situation, like the max is the max, like the absolute max. I'm talking catastrophic, sinkhole, earthquake, hurricane type shit. The max is 30 minutes.
Yes.
That's the max. And you gotta not just text me. You gotta be on the phone, like literally explaining, like, listen, a black cat crossed my path. I had some bad luck over here. It rained only on me. There was a mud puddle, and then somebody robbed me. Like, you gotta be explaining everything.
Exactly.
And then even then,
you can't be texting, I'm late. That's it.
And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's 30 minutes. Because instead of telling you to meet me at 7, I could have told you 7:30. So if you knew you was fucking up, you could have said, hey, could we push this back till 7:30? And then we could have done that. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is when you keep stringing me along, oh yeah, I'm just around the corner. I'm still trying to find parking. And then 30 minutes pass? It's like, nah, not now you talking to me like I'm an idiot. You see what I'm saying? But on a regular day, 15 minutes max. Like if I don't, and if I hear absolutely nothing from her, it's like 5-10 minutes. Depending on how much fun I'm already having where at the bar or at the place that I'm supposed to meet her at. And if that's the case, it's 5-10 minutes, and then I'm just there enjoying myself or I'm about my business. You see what I'm saying? I don't see the thing is this. when a woman is really interested in you, she values every minute with you. You understand? Just like how when she's away from you and she misses you, every minute she's away from you, she feels that feeling like, damn, I miss this nigga, right? So when a woman shows up late to shit and she act like she don't care, she's literally letting you know that the moments to spend with you mean absolutely nothing to her.
Exactly. And to be all the way real with you, she's not even there For you.
She ain't
She's
there
there
for
just
you.
to be entertained by the date.
She's there for the free drinks and the venue and all that nonsense.
Exactly. She ain't there for you. Okay, and I want people to understand. And again, I value my time. Okay, and I said this before. For any of us, men or women, time is the most valuable thing that we have. In fact, it's invaluable. Time is nobody wants their time wasted. And
Right.
nobody wants to deal with people who don't value your time. What's the point? If I'm dealing with someone who doesn't value my time, it's kind of like this. I put it to you like this. If I meet a woman and I give her my number and she calls me up and I tell her, I want to see you, or you free this evening? And she says yes. And I say, well, look, I want you to come by the crib tonight. And she says, no, I just met you. Why don't you take me out on a date? What she is saying is, I don't value your time enough to be exactly where you say when you say, right? So I want you to do this instead. Because if you know that I want something that you don't want, why are you trying to talk me into doing something that you want that I don't want? That tells me that you don't value my time. I ain't with that shit.
Hey, can I show y'all? Let me show you how gay the world is becoming. Have you ever seen a gay bagel or a rainbow bagel?
No, fam.
Look at this shit.
What the fuck is that, fam?
What the?
Did somebody actually go out of their way to color that shit?
So, look, even in the look.
Wow, they don't know what they mind.
Yo, the world is going crazy, my nigga. Thanks.
That's
my
wild.
sister went out and bought that shit. Wait, what store you got that from? Oh, it's a popular bagel shop in the area. Lord have mercy.
I guess they all inclusive in that motherfucking shit.
All inclusive, hell yeah.
They need to go ahead and have some black bagels, like some dark black fucking panther looking bagels if they're gonna do all of that. Goddamn. Let me stop playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing, goddamn it. Anyway, well, I'm half serious, half joking.
Right.
The call-in line is open 919-647-9392. Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all take all day to call in, we gonna end this shit a little shorter or sooner than we would, because we here for y'all. Okay, we could be the homie out there with family. He could be kicking it with his kinfolk. You know, I got my two little knuckleheads right there. I could be taking them swimming right now. I could be doing anything, but I'm here with y'all. See, look, why we gotta do all this niggas to call in?
Facts. All right, 240-240. You're on live with the Real Game. No. You on live with Manhood is a skill set show with K-Zach and the Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 240. Go ahead.
You know who you are. That's the question.
Oh, shit. What's up? What's up, OG in the game? What's going on with your man?
Mr. Massage Therapist took the bitch's soul with his hands.
Look like you was doing your thing down there wherever you was, man.
Yeah, I was doing my thing, man, you know?
Yeah.
Yo.
So I say, y'all, man, I really appreciate this. Is really a call of gratitude. I appreciate y'all, especially from the other night when K-Zag, the 1950 and Steve was on this stream.
Yeah.
I experienced something that I think most guys experience, and it happens, but I was just so, happy to get my shit, my swag to be checked, checked on.
Swag cam. Yeah.
And at that time, when I was on the phone with y'all, sitting in my car, and I was like, okay. And it was like a hype, like an excitement. Like, and what I realized was that I was kind of fear. I had like fear of being shamed, fear of being, put down and this and that. And that happened for about 15 seconds. I said, fuck these niggas, man. Let me hear what they got to say. And the shit went away, man. And I rolled with y'all. I joked with y'all. I pulled punches on myself, joke with myself, and it was all right.
Right.
That taught me there that, that's like this workshop I went to a long time ago where they made they gave an example of what a breakthrough was. And what a breakthrough is like back in the day when they tested jet engines on a proving ground, these long cars with jets, and they would go very fast. A lot of pilots, when the crash started shaking and rolling and rattling, they would put on a brake, and after they crash and burn. There's this one guy in history named Chuck Yeager. Look him up, Chuck Yeager.
Yeah. He's the test pilot. I think he ended up dying and shit.
Yeah, he was in one of them crashes. When he took off, he was on the ground. He went on the ground, proving ground. And when his crash started shaking, rattling, rolling, instead of him putting on the brake, he pushed the gas. And that thing kept going until you heard something go boom. And the crash leveled out. That was a sonic boom. That's life, man. When you get that feeling that, like, when you walk up to somebody, like, push on that gas. Do not say anything to pull back. Push further on that gas and go. That's what I do. That's what I was experiencing that night, where I just pushed the gas and said, fuck it. Because a lot of these guys will crash and burn, stutter, say something wrong, and that's it. I started doing that in interviews. For instance, and this is just something Miles would do. When they asked me in the interview, so what do you think? This is a bullshit question. So what do you think about customer service? And I remember something from the hearings I used to listen to. My father was a nerd. I was a nerd too, listening to hearings. When they ask somebody a question, they repeat the question and then they break it down. When they asked me that about customer service, I did something and that guy got really shook and he had to go get a manager because I think he thought I was going to take his job. I said, well, when you say customer service, there's two types. You have intra-customer service, right? And typical customer service. He was like twisted, like, what are you talking about? I said, well, the customer service you know about, I don't think we need to discuss because we all know what that's about. But let's talk about the intra-customer service. Does your employees serve each other? Do they give information on the way out and on the way in? That the operation can run smoothly? That's all it is. Direction, instruction, and plan. That's all it is.
That's crazy, yeah.
So I say, yeah, man, that's what it's about, man. Planning and knowing what you're gonna do, man. So, but I appreciate you, nephews, man. I've been rocking with y'all since the pandemic, 5 years, man. August this month. I've been in DC 40 years this month, so I'm celebrating a couple of milestones here.
Well, that's what's up, man. Keep celebrating the milestones, man. Keep celebrating, man, because this life be over before you know it. So you gotta enjoy it while it's here, man. Celebrate.
63 in November, man.
Damn,
Rock it out.
you an old ass
y'all
nigga,
saw
man.
my pictures, man. I'm trying to keep it right, man. But something happened in my life that I tell you guys too, you youngins on the line. I know y'all listening. Take care of your body, man.
Facts.
Take care of your body, because I found out something recently that shocked me. Since February, I had this rash that kept popping up all over the place. I didn't know what it was. You know what it is, man? I'm allergic to goddamn tree nuts, man.
Oh, really?
My face now look like I was in a fight with Tyson. I woke up, my clients were like, you all right? You look tired. I looked in the mirror, I said, oh shit, my shit's swollen, eye closed, all types of shit, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So take care of your body, and if anything go wrong, y'all need to look at it. Y'all need to look at it.
Yeah, pay attention. Be aware of your body's changes and stuff like that. That's a fact.
Yeah, be aware of your change as you get older, man. And some of you guys have hereditary shit. Some of you guys do stuff and don't know what you're doing. Please read the labels, understand what contraindications are, understand you can't mix stuff, especially alcohol and medication, which I never do, which I don't take medicine, but I never do.
Right.
And just take care of your bodies, man, because you know what? If you ain't taking care of your body and you pull down your pants and the lady said, what's that? You got to explain that's going on in your body. Okay, because that shit ain't gonna happen.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta explain shit. You don't want to be explaining shit when you're supposed to be getting it in. That's a fact.
Right.
All right, Uncle.
Y'all, just some wisdom for y'all, and happy Saturday. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
All right, peace, brother. You take care. Thanks for the call, brother. Take care, man.
I don't know if you got them, but Money Mitch, yeah, it is game time. It's always game time.
Money Mitch, shout out for the $5 super chat. We also got 713. I think this monogamous play on the line. Monogamous, that you? That you?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes,
what's
sir.
going on?
Miles?
What's going on with you, man? It's been a minute too, man.
What up, man? It's good to hear you call into the show, fam. Appreciate you.
Where you been at?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey shit. I've been. Trust me, I've been on the lives and everything. I just been enjoying my summer. I only got one more week before school starts. So
is that
like
quick?
that. Remember, this last week was my son's birthday.
Right. Okay,
Bro, school just ended. I feel like school just ended a month ago. These niggas already back at it.
One week left, and then you got to be back getting lesson plans and decorating the classroom and all this shit.
I'm back at it, yes sir.
Damn.
But I'm ready though, man. I'm one of those type of people where like I want to be off, but then once I'm off too long, then I start
ready to get back to work.
Inadequate. I'm like, I need to get back to I'm ready to get back to the grind. Right?
Yeah, I feel you.
But speaking on grind, Miles, I actually want to give you your cigars because there's a understanding or of life or perspective that I already understand, but you even help me to even understand it even more clearer, all right, or even at a deeper level, right? So you remember on your live, and this actually ties into the financial show. I'm not trying to change up the subject of what y'all talking about, but I just wanted to give you a cigars.
Right.
But remember on the financial show, you was basically saying like for you to continue to maintain, you got to continue to elevate yourself or whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
And you remember on your live stream, when you do the walks in the park, you remember I brought up the fact that turtles actually motivate me, right?
Yes.
Because where I stay, I kind of stay in like the country part of the suburbs of Houston. So, I see a lot of turtles walking, you know what I'm saying, across the street, right? And they might be walking slow or whatever, right? But a turtle is always focused, right? And my mom used to always tell me, because that's very symbolic to me, because a lot of young guys or a lot of people in general, right? They think that they're losing in life because something or a blessing might come for somebody quicker than them, right? Or they time to actually, get to this level might happen later than others, right? Like even what you just said on the live stream, Miles, you just said that you just started, you know what I'm saying, your whole masculine identity thing, right? And you've been in years of that, right? So yeah, it might have started for Mr. Lucario first, right? And that was for him, but what was for the start for you was for you at a specific time, right? And basically it all is symbolic to the turtle just following its direction, right? But you even went further into my understanding of that, right? Of course, take your time and maintain your path, but you even gave more perspective about the turtle. You said this. You said, yeah, the turtle got to move slow and he got to be very precise in his direction, because you don't realize the turtle has his whole house on his back.
Yeah, facts.
And when you said that, that really opened it up, because, for example, the hare or the rabbit, right? The rabbit don't have the house on his back.
Right.
So he can take chances and shit like that. But the turtle, he got to be a little bit more precise in his direction, because he got his whole house in his back. So he got a whole foundation that he got to maintain.
Exactly.
He got kids that he got to feed. He got to, you know what I'm saying? He got people that he got to look out. So he's running his own race. And even what you said on the financial show, Miles, you said this. You said sometimes, I mean, of course, as we want to evolve and stuff like that, you said evolving is just really maintaining. Because you said as y'all did the show, y'all just kept doing the show, and then it evolved into more, and y'all maintain that. And y'all kept doing the show, and then it evolved into more, and then y'all maintain that. So you were saying that evolving into more is actually you just maintaining the now.
Exactly, because time always
example,
moves
if you
forward.
maintain your budget, you're going to end up having a savings.
Exactly.
If you maintain a regimen of going to the gym, you're going to have good health.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? If you maintain the ways of your relationship, you're going to have a good relationship. So I'm glad what you just said that. But when you said that the turtle has his whole house on his back, that even opened up my perspective. So what I'm trying to tell these young guys, run your own race, because somebody might not have a house on their back, but you got your house on your back. So you got to make better decisions for yourself. But if you can just expound on that a little bit more, Miles.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean,
real quick, shout out Joe Blast for the 5. Respect, brothers. All right, I got it.
Yeah, shout out Joe Blast, for real. Yeah, no, that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize. They don't realize what they might be carrying. They don't realize that we all have to do things at our own pace, which is why you can't compare yourself to somebody else. You understand? Which is why, and another reason why you can't necessarily care about what people think, because you listen to the story of the tortoise and the hare, and everybody's laughing at the tortoise, and even the hare was laughing. And he was laughing so much that he didn't even realize he was getting ready to lose the race. You see what I'm saying? So it's, you have to respect what we all have to carry, right? Our crosses to bear, our handicaps, weaknesses, and our gifts. We may have certain gifts that allow us to move a little bit faster or a little bit slower in certain situations. So, that leads back to masculine identity, right? Because if you're walking slow, somebody might look at you and say, "Oh, you lazy. That's why you walking slow." But they don't realize you carrying something. You understand? You walking slow for a reason. You walking slow because you gotta be more strategic and careful about each step. All those type of things make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember a long time ago, this dude named Cannabis. It's a song called
I know you're talking about.
It's a song. It was about his birth, and he was talking about he was talking about himself as a sperm, and he said other sperm was swimming faster, so I swam harder. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like is deep when you think about it, because like everybody's swimming faster than you, but if you swim hard enough, and so if you make each stroke of the swim more powerful, even though everybody's going
More
faster,
meaningful.
and more meaningful, even though everybody might look like they're going faster than you might end up at the destination at the precise moment that you're supposed to end up at the destination, and that's what it's all about. You understand? You're not supposed to get nothing before the
Right.
time you're supposed to get it, because if you get it too early, it might not work out, and if you get it too late, it might not work out. But if you get it right at the moment that you're supposed to get it, that's when it's gonna work out for you, your family, your friends, everybody that know you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, and Miles, just the last thing I
Right.
want to say, I rather progress through life slowly than run fast in circles.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're running fast in circles. Yep.
It's a sprint. They're chasing their tail.
From that perspective, Miles, because you really broke that. I'm sorry, KZ. I didn't know you were
No,
talking
you
about
good. You got it. You got it. No. To your point, monogamous. Everybody's sprinting through life chasing their tail. Life is a marathon, but you're supposed to be deliberate in what you do so you get the best out of life. So a lot of people don't understand that everything that they do is almost like they eating snack food. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're not eating anything that's gonna stick to their ribs when it comes to their life. A lot of people are literally just surviving. They're not really living life. They're just surviving life. Life is happening to them instead of them making life happen.
Yes, sir. That's true. That's true. That's true. But man, thank y'all so much for that perspective, guys. Always to
No problem,
guard.
fam.
Blessings. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right, monogamous. Appreciate
All
you,
right,
man. And good luck to you on
Vegas, I'll be there.
on the coming school year and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, doing all them little crump snatches, nigga.
you have a big hand in molding the next generation. So we
Oh,
appreciate
that's a
you.
fact. That's a fact. We do appreciate you. That's a fact.
I appreciate that,
Because
man.
teachers
Yes,
are
sir.
underrated.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Teachers,
sir.
I think teachers are underrated. In fact, I think some teachers play a more prominent role in their children's life, in other people's children's lives. Sometimes that child can talk to you more than they can talk to their mama or their daddy.
That's true. Yep.
That's facts.
All right.
That's facts, man. But thank y'all, guys.
Yes, sir. Be safe. Have a good
All right,
weekend,
have a good
bro.
one.
Peace.
Let me just say this. We get on calls?
Yeah, we get on calls for now.
Let me just say this about that financial show that Miles, Lucario, and is it Rashidi?
Rashidi and Kayleen. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I think Rashidi is what Lucario's brother, right?
Rashidi's Lucario's cousin, and
Yeah, cousin,
Kayleen is Lucario's brother.
All right, so bam, so you got family right there. You know what I'm saying? The four of them brothers. There's a lot of game in their financial channel. It's just enough. A lot of guys don't pay attention to it because people ain't talking about bitches and pussy.
Exactly.
Okay? but that right there, that financial channel, this is what you really need, though. You know what I'm saying? To really, a lot of people, they don't understand finances, they don't understand credit, they don't understand how to put themselves in a better position. So that way, because at some point, if you live long enough, unless you want to be working at Walmart as a greeter in your 70s, at some point you're going to retire. I don't know about y'all, but what retirement looks like for me is me traveling. Me going all over the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? All over the world, not country, but all over country too, but the world. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy my ass an RV. I'm going to buy my ass an RV and I'm going to hit all 50 states with the exception of Hawaii because that's not connected to mainland and shit. But other than that, but go ahead, fam. I'm enjoying the fuck out of my life, nigga, when I retire.
Right. Wait, is Puerto Rico a state?
It's not a state. It's just a territory.
It's a territory.
It's kind of like the Virgin Islands. It's not a state, but it's a territory.
Oh yeah, the Virgin Islands is United States too, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what Tim Duncan is from. Former legendary Spurs basketball player.
With America, man. America got everything, man. We got Alaska. You know what I'm saying? We got Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. God damn.
Yeah, we got some other shit too. We got some other shit. And if you think about it, some places near the Philippines, there's a lot of islands over there that also are U.S. territories and shit.
Yeah,
this is why a lot of motherfuckers in the Philippines, because we was there long before World War II. You know what I'm saying? We was there. So of course, because of that, we got a stronger presence now than we ever did. And let me tell y'all something.
Those are the original passport bros.
Oh yeah, going way back. The original passport bros were the wealthy, the elite, because you had to be elite to travel back then, in the military. That was it. That was the only people that really could travel. You know, the elite or wealthy people in the military. Now, all you niggas, you middle class, You living paycheck to paycheck, niggas. Now you're able to do what they was doing back then. So you know, you got a lot of people to thank for that. A lot of people.
Ed Zone in the chat, man.
That's the homie right there. That's the homie right there. That's the homie right there. Yeah, Guam. Yeah, I forgot about Guam. Guam too.
Oh, we got Guam too. Yo,
Yep.
you know, I need to do a search of all the American territories out there, man.
Hit all them hoes up, right?
Hit them all up. You know, because you don't need no passport for all that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, I don't think you do.
You don't.
I could be wrong, but I don't think you do. All right. Oh, there. Yep. Another one. Mariana Islands. Yep. Near Guam. Yep. Them too.
Yo, you know what? I got some vacations coming up. It's about to be on.
This nigga Miles like, I'm about to be out.
About to be out. Long as they got Wi-Fi, we good.
Yeah, that's all a brother needs. Wi-Fi.
Yep.
I'll sleep on a hammock. If you got Wi-Fi, I'll sleep on a damn hammock. I'm good. Yeah, the U.S. Navies, yes, U.S. Navies were definitely the original simply because they ported everywhere. You know, they were porting in Bahrain and the Koreas and all them different places, Japan and the DR and all that. The U.S. Navy, they've been doing that, right? And this is why if you think about, for all my Navy bros, if you think about all the military people, the Navy dudes are the biggest tricks.
Navy dudes be tricking. Shout out to the Navy. Yo, we got 267. You're on live with K Zag and the Miles on the Manhood is a skill set show. Name, age, city. What's going on?
What's going on? This is Dre. I'm 35 from Philly.
What up, Dre?
What up,
35
Dre
from Philly. What's going on with you, bro?
By the way, Dre, before you continue, the 49ers gonna get the Eagles this year. I just want to point that out. But go ahead, family.
The funny thing is, I don't even follow football like that. I'll be so busy. I don't got time for that shit.
He said I ain't got time.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, but so I just had a quick scenario, and I wanted to see, get y'all insight on it and see if I did something wrong or how because I don't want to make the same mistake twice. Now, do y'all want the question first, or do y'all want the details?
The question first, always.
Yeah, question, please.
Question first. Okay, well, the question is: Did this bitch come over just for just to drink my drink, like my wine, and roll out, or did I do something wrong?
The answer is yes, but go ahead with the story.
Right. All right, cool. So I'm out of town right now, and I jumped on Tinder. I made a profile or whatever, and I specifically put on there, hey, I'm here till Sunday, not looking for anything serious. Let's link up, get a drink, stimulate each other's mind, and if the vibe is right, the body will follow. That's what I put. So I had a bitch, I said, wait, within about 20 minutes, I had a bitch hit me up. I'm like, what's going on? What you doing this evening? She like, oh, I'm bored. What you doing right now? I'm like, all right.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you. That's a red flag. Okay. I need you guys to understand. Miles, what do you always say? Your words
expose you. Facts.
When a chick, look, let me. This is why a lot of times, I'm gonna let you finish. I just gotta say this before I forget. This is why a lot of times when women go to your crib or they go out on a date with you, this is why a lot of times they're late. It's because they're bored. The only reason they're out because what they really wanted to do didn't present itself. So they're like, I guess I might as well fuck with this nigga. So that's why they be late. They don't be caring. So a lot of times with you, the moment she said she was bored, I would have been like, that's a red flag. But go ahead, Tim, continue.
Yeah.
The funny part is, you right, Zach. The funny part is when she said this shit, I'm like, I don't know about this bored shit. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I should have went with my first mind. Next time I will. So anyway, she came over. She was looking good, smelling good, or whatever. So we sitting in the big hotel, we talking or whatever. I say about 10 minutes go by, and I'm like, come here, let me kiss you real quick. So she kissed me, and I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe she is feeling a nigga. So about 10 minutes after that, like I'm trying to make another move, trying to kiss her again and try to get some action going.
And then this bitch like, oh, you know, I don't know. I didn't come over here for all that.
Oh, word.
I'm
Okay.
just like,
okay. So what happened after that?
okay. After that, I was like, all right, cool. Well, listen, it was good talking to you. It was, you know, it was good seeing you. But I got some things to do. I think we should roll out.
Right.
So she was like, oh, well, you ain't had to be rude about it. I was like, oh no, it ain't like that. I ain't being rude. I'm just not wasting my time.
Right.
I already put on my app.
Right.
I went on the app. I already told you what it was.
Yeah.
So you came over here knowing what it was,
Right.
and you still was on some bullshit. So I kindly opened the door and let her roll.
Okay.
So my question is, did I do something wrong? Could I have done something different?
No. I wouldn't say you did anything wrong. You just didn't pay attention to the red flag though. When she said, I'm bored.
Yeah.
That right there, because now you can go back and you can look at the night and you can be like, damn, she showed me how shit was gonna be tonight by what she said.
Right.
And you know what? You know what's so funny, Miles? Whether we do the real game, no theory joint, this joint, or whether you and Lucario do y'all joints together, we always get one call that goes perfectly with the fucking title. Always hold women to the same standards you hold yourself to. Here was a woman, she knew what you wanted.
She knew.
Okay. Hey, little nigga, be quiet. Okay, she knew what you wanted, right? She knew what you wanted. Okay, he be talking to his kids like that. You goddamn right. So anyway, so she knew what you wanted.
Fucking right.
But here's the thing. Okay, I want guys to understand something. When a woman wants to waste your time, when she wants to siphon energy, validation, attention, compliments, all of that, she'll do just enough. She won't go where you want to go with it, but she'll do just enough to keep it going. This is why she kissed you. I promise you, she really didn't want to kiss you. She really did not want to kiss you, but she did it because she's like, what can I do where it's the least invasive thing? He can kiss me. I don't look at kissing as no big. This is why women can kiss strangers and not fuck you. Because kissing to women, for some women, I'm not gonna say all, kissing for some women is like shaking hands. It ain't that big of a deal, right? It just ain't, right? This is why women will kiss you but never fuck you, because it ain't that big of a deal. Now, for some women, actually kissing a man may be more intimate, which is why a prostitute won't kiss you, but she'll fuck you, right? Because she'll save kissing for the man she really want to fuck, right? So it's a strange dynamic. But she wasted your time, and then she got offended when you told her, all right, bitch, get the fuck out.
Exactly.
And this is the entitlement. She felt she was entitled to your time simply because you were interested in sex. But you rejected her. That was rejection to her, which is why she acted the way she did. Miles, you got it.
Caller, I have a question. Can you describe to me, you said you were in a hotel room?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you you had stuff to drink? Like, what did you have?
Yeah, I had brought some wine.
You bought some wine.
Some Chardonnay.
Now, when she entered the room, was there any music playing, like off your phone? Did you keep the lights low? Like, how did you set the scene?
The ambiance. What was the ambiance like?
Well, the ambiance was, it wasn't no music playing. I mean, the TV was on.
Strike one.
It was broad day.
It was broad daylight?
It was broad day.
It was broad day. Did you have the blinds open?
No, I didn't have the blinds open. I had like the you know how it's like two parts of the block. I can't really describe it. It's like the part that you can't see through, and you got the part where it's like you can see the like sunlight coming through.
Yeah.
I had that part pulled over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So
But
see,
wasn't
that's
like
what I'm
pitch
saying.
black.
No. Because you asked us, was there something different or better you could do? Number one, turn the TV off, nigga. I don't know what y'all niggas, unless you got the TV tuned to the music channel, like you know that R&B station, like they call it Wild Music or some shit like that, and it's like, you know, channel number 2098 or some dumb shit, and it plays 90s R&B. Unless you're doing that, turn the motherfucking TV off. That's the first thing. Second thing, you want to get the lighting good. You want her to enter the room knowing the deal, my nigga. Like you made it too much like a friendly visit. You see what I'm saying? And then the other thing I'll ask you is, on the first kiss attempt, what was the vibe on the kiss? Because the vibe on the kiss could have told you what you needed to know before you had to wait another 10 minutes to try the second move.
Was she into the kiss, or was it just kind of like a basic
like
shit?
I can tell, like when she was kissing me, like her lips was it was like she was nervous.
Was there any tongue?
Nah, not on the first.
Yeah,
not,
right there.
That right there. Boom. Bro. That's 2 red flags. That's 2 red flags you ignored. I'm bored, and she kissing you like a fucking movie kiss. Like when they be kissing each other bottom lip and the fucking chin and shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you had a
the hold on, let me explain. The first kiss, the very first kiss, but it wasn't no tongue, and then I was like, no, I don't like that. Come back over here. Like I told her to come back over, and then it was some tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. I didn't.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you. If that was please answer this question. What was the ultimate goal of the visit?
Hold on real quick, Miles. Hold on real quick. Cold Steel. Are you serious? A card game?
He's trolling.
This nigga play Pinochle.
Pinochle. Caller, what was the ultimate purpose of the visit?
I wanted to fuck.
Okay, all right. Now, after you started kissing her the first time, why did you stop kissing her? But hold on, and let me explain to you why I'm asking this question. Because you trying to justify the fact that she gave you a peck and you ain't like that, and you say, yeah, come back over here, and then she gave you some tongue. So now that we got all that established, after that, the kissing stopped. So why did it stop, homie?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
Bro.
You see why y'all niggas can't fuck with me and y'all can't fuck with Zag and nobody on the real game no 3. Because let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you, caller. And I need you to get this. I'm not trying to play you, bro. Something that I need you to see. See, y'all niggas try to protect your ego by telling us little details of the story. Like, nah, yeah, I pulled it closer and I did this and I did that. Yeah, but the kissing stopped though. Because if everything was like you wanted it to be, she would have came in the spot, checked out the ambiance real quick. Matter of fact, you probably put an arm around her, and the arm that you put around her would have never let go. Walk her over to the table, pour the wine, y'all sip the wine. After a couple sips, we gone. We in there. After a couple sips, all we hear is
yes, daddy.
And then once the kissing start, the kissing don't stop, because the kissing is gonna lead to the the unwrapping of the condom, and then we gonna get everything going. So caller, the problem is that there was a lot of things showing you exactly what you needed to see, but you didn't want to see it. You wanted to prolong the situation.
You know what? I'm gonna show all you niggas something real quick. Let me ask you a question. When at any point during the interaction with the chick, did she smell like she just got out the shower to you?
Talking. What you say?
I said, at any point during the interaction, did it feel like, or did it smell like the chick just got out the shower? Because there's a certain way a woman smells when she just got out the shower.
That's true, with the baby powder and shit.
Yeah, bro.
With the baby
powder. Shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. I'm gonna show y'all niggas something. Can you tell us what you had on from head to toe? What were you wearing?
Thank you.
I had a white tee on with a white beater under it, and I had some ball shorts on.
Do you have shoes on?
Yeah, I had some sneakers on. But
what you got shoes on for? You what the fuck? Why you what nigga? Are you gonna be like fucking with your shoes on in the bed like them porn niggas do? See, Carl, that's what you should have had on. If you was gonna open the door prepared to fuck, you should have either been shirtless when you answered the door, or had the wife beater on with the shirt off, have the arms out. Go ahead, nigga.
And you know what you need to? Caller.
I took my white tee off when she sat down.
Caller. Oh, you took the white tee?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
listen,
you should have been. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. But go ahead.
Caller, listen. Here's what you also need with the on the bottom, not the ball shorts, bro. You need the semi-fitted gray sweatpants with a half
with no drawers on. With no drawers on.
With no drawers.
With no drawers on.
Semi-fitted gray sweatpants with a shit. You could have a full one, or you could have a, a medium erection, because you gotta let her see what's going on early.
Okay, hold on. See now, hold on. Oh shit.
Caller.
Hello?
You still had drawers on when she came over?
Yeah.
How did you
Real
smell when
quick.
she arrived?
God damn it, I gotta show niggas something.
Oh, I smell good.
Oh, okay.
I had I had on
If a chick coming over, caller, I got these on.
Cologne I just
With no
got.
drawers on.
No drawers.
With no, these motherfuckers is tight than a motherfucker. With no drawers on. You know what I'm saying? And so when she come on, the first thing she gonna see is like, oh. Okay. The bitch can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let you know, nigga, the print is loud and proud, nigga. I'm just saying. So when she come in, she got no choice. I'm either gonna catch her looking down or she gonna verbally acknowledge what she's seeing. One of the two, if not both. I don't play with these bitches, nigga. Not at all.
Hey.
Not at all. Yeah, you should have answered the door either with your shirt completely off, and if you did have on basketball shorts, no drawers. Don't have phone, nigga. Just be dangling and swinging, nigga, right there. She gonna see it all, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. Now I know how to move going forward. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, nigga, it's called fuck gear. It's kind of like prostitutes when they have on certain shit that you know they prostitutes. When a chick come over, she should know this is fuck gear. This nigga ready to give me some dick.
Mm-hmm.
Look what he got on, or his lack of clothing. This nigga ready to fuck.
Shit. Answer the door in a robe. And then let the robe let the robe open up a little bit by mistake, so to speak.
There you go, Miles. Yeah, there you go. Like, whoops.
Yeah. Whoops. My bad. I'll let you. Matter of fact, come down here and take care of that for me.
Right. And I've also been known to do this. I'll jump in the shower real quick and leave the door cracked. Hey, I'm about to hop in the shower. Hey, don't you be peeking either. And this is back when I had like an all glass shower where you can see, and I'm hopping in the shower, and of course I'm looking in the mirror and I see the door open ever so slightly. So what I do is I turn to the mirror and I start lathering up the dick, washing it real good and shit. Like, yeah, this is what you're about to get. Like, cause I know when I leave the door cracked, hey, don't you peek. I know they're gonna peek, dog.
You call her. I got another one for you. You said she smelled good when she came through the door, right?
Yeah.
All right. So how did you express to her that you smelt the smell and you like the smell?
When she sat down, I sat down next to her, and then like I moved into like I sniffed her neck. I went up to her neck and I kind of like put my lips on her neck, and I was like, damn. Like I whispered in her ear, I was like, damn, you smell good as shit. And then I rubbed her leg a little bit, and she was like, oh, thank you, you smell good too. And then that's what led to the kiss right there.
So, okay. So that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta from that point on, y'all probably shouldn't have even got to the damn wine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the wine is second. Right. The wine, you know what the wine would have been? The wine would have been a water break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need to hydrate. We need to hydrate in between, but all I got is this wine. So let's sip some wine and go back for round 2. That type of shit. You get what I'm saying?
Got you. All right, well, shit. Now I know how to move forward. Move going forward. I appreciate y'all niggas, man. Listen,
let me tell you, I do something real quick. Let me tell you, I do something.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
No, real quick. And this is not just for you, Carl. This for anybody. If y'all have women coming over to your crib and it's understood that sex is gonna happen, don't be fully clothed like you just came from the grocery store and shit. Niggas be having their Timberlands on and jeans on. Niggas be having a coat on in the crib with a beanie on. Like, what's up, girl? No, nigga, like, get out, take off all of that shit. Like, caller, I'll put it to you another way. If you're home by yourself and you get out the shower, most dudes is either gonna walk around shirtless or they might put on like a wife beater or a tank top, and they might put on some basketball shorts and some lounge pants. And depending on whether or not you're going anywhere, maybe you going commando in that shit. You need to have the same mindset when the shit coming over for fucking. Like easy access, like all this shit coming off. Bro, caller, check this out real quick, and then if you got something to say, we'll pass it back to you. If not, then if Miles got something to say, then we'll do that. When I would have women coming over and I would make it clear that we fucking. Now, there were times where I instructed women, whatever you wear, I don't want no bra or panties underneath whatever you put on, right? And there would be other times where chicks would just show up with no bra, no panties on. They would show up with some hot pants on, that shit that say pink on the back. That shit that be right here, cutting off their blood circulation. And they would show up with a shirt on with no bra, nipples harder than the motherfucker, because they knew what they came there for. They knew what they came, and they basically said, I'm here for that dick, daddy, and I want to make sure that there is nothing inhibiting you from getting to my body. Right? All you got to do is just lift. Chicks be coming up with half-cut shirts off. You can see the bottom of the titty. They be ready for it. I had one chick come over like at midnight, and she had stopped by the store because she knew I like Flamin' Hot Cheetos and Hawaiian Punch. So she had just bought me the shit, right? And I'm like, you went up to the store with that shit on? She was like, oh, they were staring at me, daddy. And I'm like, I'm sure they were, bitch. Your ass cheeks hanging out, your titties all out. But I'm like, it's all good, though, because it's for me. Bring your ass up in here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all got it.
Hey, caller. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for the call. Thanks for sharing your story. I'm sure it was a teachable moment for other cats, man. So thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate y'all niggas.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. Be safe. Peace, peace,
All right,
peace.
so-
All right.
We good on calls for the moment?
Yeah, we're good on calls. Hey, guys, we're only going to be here for maybe another 30, 40 minutes, man. So make sure y'all
better call in. And, let me just say this to you dudes real quick. Set the stage for how you want things to be with women.
Mhm.
Even if it's just a casual sex situation, set the stage.
Yo, I be telling niggas, even if it's just a fuck buddy situation, don't take it lightly. See, another way to rephrase the title of the show is to make sure she step up to your level.
Mm.
You understand? Make sure, and with that being said, you got to make sure your level is high. This is why, shout out to Coach EO. He talks about creating a dope life.
There you go. Shout out EO.
I try to talk about, masculine identity and designing the life that you want, being the architect of the type of life that you want. Like, you got to live a dope lifestyle. You got to be clean. Like, you should want a woman to come over and at least say, oh, wow, this nigga's just as clean as me. Or I need to step up my game because this nigga mad clean.
Mad organized.
Bro, I had a woman call me OCD one time. She said, are you OCD? I said, what you mean? She was like, your apartment's so clean. Like, I can't even tell a speck of dust or nothing over here. And I was like, I just try to keep my place clean at all times, period. You understand? But she thought it was OCD. I'm not OCD. I don't wash my hand every 5 fucking minutes, but I keep my house clean because I like a clean house. Like, when I come home, bro, I like to feel comfortable in my space. And when I know there's niggas out there with piles of dirty clothes and fucking dust everywhere and food plate and
dishes, the fucking gnats flying all around, dishes in the sink,
like,
it's dirty.
bro. Nah, bro, we got to keep that shit clean. And we got so much technology today. We got dishwashers. We got fucking, bro, I got one of those like rechargeable stick vacuums.
Yeah.
Yo, as soon as I spill something or some crumbs or some shit, zzz, damn near every morning, I just vacuum around my bed just for nothing.
That's why I fuck with Miles. This is why I fuck with this organized nigga. Look, let me tell you something. This is why I tell guys all the time. Whenever you are about to go out, like one of the things I used to do, and it started when I was younger, right? If like a Saturday, let's use a Saturday as an example. Back in my weed smoking days when I was in my early 20s, right? One of the things I used to always do was go to the Weed Connect. I had a Weed Connect. Boom, get that sack, and then spend Saturday morning cleaning up the crib, mopping, vacuuming, doing the dishes, making up the bed, everything. So that way, if a nigga went out that night and pulled something, I ain't got to be worried about my crib looking like a fucking pigsty. Like, oh man, damn, I wasn't expecting to get no pussy tonight. I ain't even prepared for this shit. So now, what happens? See, a lot of you niggas. The reason why a lot of you niggas be having trouble getting pussy because your crib ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you bring a dirty bitch back to a dirty crib, both of y'all some nasty motherfuckers, whatever. But if you bring a woman that actually give a fuck about cleanliness and organization, bring her back to. Look, let me tell y'all something. This is how you know a woman is not comfortable in your crib. If she come to your crib and she keep her purse and she sit down on the couch with her purse, and she keep her shoes on. You think your shit is dirty, nigga.
Your shit dirty.
She thinks your shit is dirty. But if she leave her purse, her phone, and everything on the table, and she kick her shoes off, and then she come sit on the couch with her feet on the couch, and she sit next to you, she's like, I'm comfortable here. I just want y'all to
She
understand.
wants to walk on them shiny ass hardwood floors barefoot. She wants to.
Yes.
Come on,
Yes.
man. She ready. Because
Yes.
guys, man, I tell cats the bathroom got to be clean. It got to be clean, bro. Where you lay your head is where you trying to lay her down. Gotta be clean, man.
Bro, let me tell y'all a story, and I swear to God, this is a real story. I had a conversation with an ex about a month or two ago. I'm still cool with somebody. Hey, I'm on the phone. Shh, be quiet. I'm not on the phone, but I'm on the live stream. Shh, hold on, I'm talking. So anyway, so I had to talk with her, and I'm still cool with some of my exes, believe it or not, right? So she was telling me that she had met this dude. She said, Carrie, the very first time we had sex, there was a stain on his sheet. I didn't think none of it. I didn't know what the stain was. I didn't think none of it. She said about a month later, she went back to visit him. She said, Carrie, that same sheet with that same stain was there. She said, at that time, I charged that nigga. I didn't give him no pussy and I left. Because he said, this is a nasty nigga. You know, because I know we had sex on that same sheet a month ago. So that means you ain't changed your sheets in 30 days, nigga. Since I didn't deposit all my juices on your sheets and Lord, all the sweating you done did. So I don't know how many other women you done had on them same sheets. And here I am back 30 days later. And so she said that she lost all respect for him. She thought that nigga was nasty. She said she felt sick to her stomach seeing that same sheet with the same stain on it.
Damn.
So women pay attention to shit.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So if I see a stain, they'll be like, I'm going to remember that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a clean woman, now if you're dealing with a dirty bitch, they might not pay attention. But a clean chick, she's going to remember everything. Okay, all right. He had them type of sheets on his bed. I'm going to see if them same sheets is on that motherfucker a couple of weeks from now when I come back. I'm going to see if this nigga actually changed his shit. Women pay attention.
They do.
You got it, fam.
They do. Nah, it's a fact, man. You got to be clean out here. You know, the guy. The thing with life is that
all that shit matters too.
You have to be prepared for possibilities. All right, so we got 612. You're on live with K Zagging and Miles on the Manhood is a skill set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 612. Go ahead.
Yes, gentlemen. Aaron, 39, the app.
All right, what's going on?
I hope you guys are doing well.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say what you're talking about right now as far as the cleanliness, no lie. I always make sure my crib is clean. It doesn't matter if I have company over or not. And especially the bathroom. Bathrooms are such a major thing.
Toilets and bathtubs.
You know, the toilet and bathtub, you don't want no rings around it. You don't want no pee stains on that toilet. None of that. So, yeah, fellas, make sure you keep that shit clean. Gentlemen, I want to ask you a question now. And Miles, I'm going to make sure to donate to you, but I want to ask you, do you have a Venmo? Because I just checked Venmo and I saw Miles, but
nah, I don't really have a Venmo. They got me on the thing where I halfway signed up, but I didn't complete the process. So my name might be on there, but it's not active. But you could use my you can use my Cash App. It's right here on the screen. $ Miles in the game.
Let me hold on. Let me go back to something.
Okay, I'll make sure to do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
But
yeah,
I
go
wanted to
ahead
ask
with your
y'all
question. Yeah.
A question. My bad. I think I was cutting you off. What were you saying?
No, I'm saying go ahead with your question. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question, and this is not a romantic question. This is just dealing with people in general, because I know in relationships, and I think I already know what you're going to say. But when I deal with relationships, romantic relationships with women, I'm very direct on setting my boundaries.
Right.
I'm respectful about it, you know. But with this particular situation, so and I'll just ask you the question first. So when I'm dealing with somebody who is about business, and I don't get a question answered in the time that I think is necessary, like within 24 hours, would you deal with that person still? Would you just be like, look, this is what
can you elaborate? Can you give us a question specifically, a question that matters to you?
Yeah, context. Give us context.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm doing business with a girl that I've known for probably about a year. And she asked me to, or I asked her, it was a contract basically. So I said, hey, look, I want you to design something for me. And she said, hey, look, I'll start on the design in about a week. And that's fine with me too. I know she's got things going on. And I didn't specify that I needed something right away, but I wanted something to get started later on this month. Later on this month is the month of August. So she said, I'll get something started for you on, I think she said the 12th. So I said, all right, that's cool. And now I had emailed her prior to that, and I said, these are the ideas that I have for this design. Now, when she got back to me via text, and she said she would get started on the 12th. Now, when she said that, I said, all right, was the email enough for you to come up with some ideas, or did you need more concrete stuff to help you with ideas? I didn't get a response from her, and I didn't hear from her, and that was 2 days ago. So now,
okay, chill. So hold on real quick.
I don't want.
So she got into the 12th. She got into the 12th.
She said she'll get started on the 12th.
Okay, yeah. So we're 7 days from the 12th.
On the ideas.
Go ahead, Miles. Go ahead, man.
No. If she already told you she's gonna get started on the 12th, what's the problem?
The problem is, and see, that's what I want to know, if I'm over here just thinking too much about it.
Listen. No. Listen. Let's be as honest as possible. When would you like? When do you have a deadline?
I do not have a specified deadline.
So okay. So let's look. Right? So let's look at it. She told you the day that she would get started, and you just said just now that you have no specific deadline. What is your problem?
My problem is not getting a response back on me asking if I provided enough information on this design.
Well, okay, the information, right? Remember that the information, or thinking about the information, or analyzing, sorting, whatever, crunching, dealing with the information means putting work on the project in some respect, does it not?
Correct.
She said she would get started on what date?
The 12th.
Okay, again, I don't see your problem.
Yep, we're a week away.
Yeah.
So caller, when you sent the email, can you say can you specify what the email said one more time, please?
Yeah, so the email was me giving ideas of what my thoughts on the design could be.
Okay.
More of like a loose template so that she could kind of go off of it.
Okay. So what you could have did or should have did, you should have been like, hey, here's some of my ideas. If you have any questions or concerns prior to the 12th, please hit me up. And then boom, walk away and leave it alone.
Yeah, and because it's business, you can still do that. You could email or text her and be like, "Hey, I sent you some templates and some ideas to brainstorm with. If you have any questions before the 12th, before you get started, whatever, feel free to hit me up so we can brainstorm to make sure you're on the right track once you get started."
Yeah, don't take it personal. Wait a minute, real quick, just to understand. Are you romantically or sexually involved with this woman?
Not at all. No.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Do you wish to be? Do you wish that you were?
Not interested at all.
I'm glad you said that, because that matters too.
Because I can see why you would think that, but just because a lot of people, they aren't always clear about what they want out of shit. Mm-hmm. But my thing is this: whenever I'm communicating with people, and I'm going off of the title of your show too. So
hold on real quick. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the chat. The man mindset. Yep. All right, go ahead, caller. Sorry. When you're communicating with people?
Yeah, whenever I'm communicating with people, and I want to make sure I'm on point too, but I just look at it as how I would respond to them. I don't want to just let things linger and have them wondering. I want to get back to them. And obviously you can't get back to people right away. That's where there's
what I do in business? Time. You know what I do in business? If there's something that I would like to make sure that they receive, I would and I don't get a response, I would say to them, hey, I just sent you a correspondence. Please acknowledge or indicate receipt. That's what I say in the email. So that means all they got to do is get back to me and say, yes, I received it. You see what I'm saying? Something like that.
Well, and let me say this. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Give me a brief second call. I'm gonna play devil advocate for the young lady, because you said it's been 2 days. She can't be spending the 2 days trying to come up with different things to show you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, in her mind, she has 7 days. Okay, at the time you hit her up, she had 9 days. So she could be working out some different templates on her own, but before she responds, she wants to respond to you with something substantial. So it could be that she could be the type of woman, she don't engage in small talk, meaning she's only gonna respond to you or email you when she got something for you versus okay, yes, okay. Some people don't do that. Yes, okay, shit. They just respond to you when they got something. So everyone has their own different style of doing things. As long as the deadline isn't about to pass, just chill for a minute. Just relax. Like Miles said, it's still not too late to say, hey, whatever you need to say. You know what I'm saying? To get a type of response that gives you peace of mind.
So what do you go through this a lot, caller, or what's the deal?
I've noticed a pattern recently, and it's happened to about 3 different people, and so I'm like, all right, this has got to be me.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's also why I'm
well, look,
too.
honestly, so, if you would like confirmation of receipt, just request that. You understand? You know, I would like, I sent you something. Please provide confirmation of receipt, just so I know you got it. And if you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to hit me up. But yeah, in this particular situation, she already gave you the date that she was going to begin to work. So truthfully, it's business. So there's no real reason to actually respond to you. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Got you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right.
Mm-hmm. There's no real reason to respond to you. So
you.
Yeah. And business, don't take it personal neither. Because
I was tripping, man.
You were tripping a little bit, yeah.
I was thinking too much about it,
and you don't want your manner and your outlook on that. Like, you don't want to take something like that and blow it out of proportion and use your outlook on them not quote unquote responding to you when you thought they should as something that might affect your attitude or your decision making during the process. You understand? Because then your misunderstanding might, let's just say you get on the phone with her, or let's just say you're typing a text and you put certain words in a certain sequence that make it sound like you're being disrespectful. You never know. You might do that subconsciously because you had an issue. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta stay level headed. And like I said, pay attention to the truth of the situation. If you need to know, if you just want to know that she received it, you can always text her, hey, could you confirm receipt just so I know you got it? You get what I'm saying? That's all.
Well, also, I would add this on the way out. Emails, a lot of times when you send an email, you can request receipt. You know what I'm saying? Where they have to click yes or no, where you can see that they receive it. So, because I know in corporate America they have that. I've never used it on a personal email, so I don't know if personal emails have it, like Gmail. I don't know if they have it, but if they do have it, a lot of times not only can you request receipt, but you can also request a response. So the person that's opening the email will see those things.
That's true.
Yeah. I've seen it on my work email, but I've never seen it on my personal one.
Okay, then maybe personally. What I would do is, if I were you, I would look for it just to see if they have it. If they don't, then like Miles said, whenever you send an email, just make a template where you have a generic email that you send people, and maybe at the bottom of that or at the end of that, you have what Miles said. Basically, hey, I request a receipt. Just let me know you received this, and let me know at your earliest convenience, what do you think about this proposal or some shit like that.
Right.
So because it's communication. See, when we talk about even here, always hold women to the same standards you hold yourself to. Women running late for dates. Everything is about communication. If you want to be proficient and efficient at communicating with people, cover every angle. So that way you ain't got to come back later and try to figure out, hey, what's going on. A lot of times when people are getting mad at people, it's not because the people that you're getting mad at did something wrong. It's because your communication style is faulty. It's not adequate enough for whatever it is you want from that person.
Exactly.
Definitely, yeah, and that's what I noticed, and I just need to make sure because I'm like, look, something don't feel right, and that's really on me. It's all on me. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother, and
All right,
thanks
gentlemen.
thanks for supporting the content. Appreciate you. All right. So we got
Have a good one.
All right. We got 850. You're on live with K Zag and the Miles on the Manhood is the skill set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 850 hung up. All righty. All right, guys. We're gonna be here for another 15, 20 minutes. Make sure y'all call in if y'all want to call in.
Call in. Feel free to donate. You see Miles's joint right there with the Cash App, me with the PayPal, the Cash App. The links is all in the chat. At the bare minimum, donate a like. I mean, get the shout out to Sin for the P. He used to always say, I want my likes to match the viewership. So if there's 200 people watching, there should be 200 fucking likes, or however many people watching on Miles' channel, the likes should match the viewership. Same on my channel, is free.
Fact.
Because if you're not liking this joint, but you're still watching it, I got a question why you still watching if you don't like it. So if you're still watching, at least like the fucking video stream. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard. Like this shit.
Yep. Shout out to Manhood.
You can't say we ain't dropping no gems in gaming. You can't say that. You can't say we ain't dropping no real shit in there. You can never say that.
They cannot say that. That's true.
Beautiful with the like the stream on your way out. Shit, like it on your way in the middle of hearing it, and on your way out. Okay, and if you got multiple accounts, like them with all the multiple accounts, because we know how y'all niggas be doing this shit.
Facts.
All right, so real quick, in lieu of us getting the call, we do got some questions. Let's just try to get those out the way real quick. All right, so he says, when it comes to oral sex etiquette with the new person, does it matter if a man or woman performs oral first? I'm just going to answer it like this, very simply. Do what you want and do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
It don't to me, it don't get no simpler than that.
Yeah, me personally, I got to get paperwork on the.
Yeah,
I got to
I'm
get
not,
paperwork.
I'm not going down below. You know what I'm saying? Just just because I don't.
And if she and if I see any little thing like right here, well, shit, the date is over at that point. So yeah.
Hey, we don't. If you need Herpensil, I can't fuck with you.
But yeah, I don't do nothing without paperwork. Tell you that much.
There you go. Okay, and let me just say this about that for both men and women listening. Don't feel bad about telling somebody, hey, before I put my mouth on your shit, I need to see some paperwork. I need to see if you see. Here's the difference between men and women, just so guys understand something. Women who get a regular pap smear, they're gonna get urinalysis and blood work done. Okay. Now the problem with a regular pap smear or urinalysis and blood work, they only test for certain things. Okay, there are certain things that you specifically got to ask to test for.
Right.
So even if you do like the regular STD test, there are certain things they don't test for with the. So you have to do another volley of tests where you specifically say, "Oh, so y'all only," and y'all need to ask the question when y'all test, what do y'all test for? And if they leaving anything out that you can also catch, hey, I'm gonna need a test for that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So get the full volley of tests. See, for guys, because we don't do pap smears and shit, you literally have to go in for an STD test. You literally have to go in and specifically get that done. But get the full volley of tests. Get your shit. You should be getting your shit checked out just to give you peace of mind.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just to give you peace of mind. Even if your shit ain't acting funny or you ain't got no issues down there, just go, because it's a known fact that some people are carriers of certain diseases. They might not have the disease where it's impacting their genitalia, where you can look at their shit and see, but they're carriers of it, meaning they can pass it. They don't show symptoms, but they can pass it, right? So just understand that, right? So you should be getting tested at least, I say every 3-4 months. I don't know how often you believe in it, but every 3 or 4 months, especially if you're very active, even if you're using condoms.
At least once every quarter. That's a fact.
Yeah, there you go.
If
Just
you're active,
get tested.
Once a quarter, I think, is like a good minimum. Yeah.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. So let's move on to the next joint. So he says, Zach, you shouldn't pry to find out about a chick while on a date, but why not? For all we know, she could be a psychopath with herpes. See, I just want to point out that a lot of you guys lack comprehension skills. Because when I was talking about prying, I was talking about when you very first meet women, you shouldn't be trying to find out what they like to do. So that way you can set up a date centered around what they like to do. I wasn't talking about while on the date. I was talking about trying to set up a date.
Right.
With using what a female tells you, oh, she likes this. I'm gonna set up a date based on what she says she like. I wasn't talking about while on the date. You niggas don't know how to listen. I can see why y'all have problems dealing with women. Y'all comprehension skills is off. Y'all don't know how to listen. And y'all never address what's being said. You move the goalpost and you start talking about some other shit I never even talked about. I didn't say anything about what you said. Okay, now, when it comes to psychopaths, that's what the first date is for, to fill out. When it comes to herpes, that's why if you want to ask a woman, hey, have you ever had an STD? Or do you care? The only time you should even be asking that is if sex is on a horizon, where y'all talked about fucking. If y'all ain't talking about fucking, why would you even ask about STDs? Like, it has to make sense within a natural flow of the conversation. You don't think you want to add to this goofy shit, fam?
Nah, shout out to FK the Fuzz for the $10 Cash App, man. Shout out to them. Yeah. All right, so let me see. Any other
we got another one right here. Do you think most men like women for physical beauty, sexuality, but deep down they don't really like in terms of personality, conversations as human beings? I heard women complain about that. Why you worry about what women saying? Okay, that's one. I don't give a fuck what women complain about. Like that's they look. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and like Steve always says, I say it with love. It's not a woman's job to be worried about what a dude wants, and it's not a dude's job to be worried about what a woman wants.
Mm-hmm.
It's a woman's job to get what she wants out of life, even when it comes to dating. It's her job. It's not your job to worry about what the fuck she want. Just like for men, it's not a woman's job to be worried about what the fuck you want. Okay, it's your job to concern yourself with what you want and only deal with the women that's down with what you down for. That's what compatibility. Look, this is the problem with dating. I think people forgot what dating is truly about.
Mm-hmm.
Dating is literally about two people that have a mutual interest because they are attracted to each other. There's a mutual attraction, and they go out on a date together because they want to see if there's mutual compatibility and if they would both like to move forward with dealing with each other into the future.
Exactly.
That's what a date is about. It ain't about you trying to fuck as a man. It ain't about a woman trying to get you to prove that you're worthy of her pussy. It ain't about none of that. But dating has been made into this checklist of, can I get this out of it? Can I go out on a date, see if you're compatible? If both of you want to mutually move forward to seeing each other again, or we're seeing each other again in the future, make that happen. It's that simple.
That's it. That's what it's about.
Y'all complicate this shit, man. No wonder y'all see when y'all say the dating game suck. It suck because y'all suck. Y'all make it suck.
You
sucky motherfuckers make it suck. Y'all take this shit too serious. And Les twins, I'm not going in on you. I'm venting my frustration with people's lack of personal accountability for why shit happens to them that they don't like.
Exactly.
All right. So homie says if she keeps being late for the hookup and text me that she's gonna be late, is that what do you mean keeps being late? See, Miles, you see? Niggas ain't got no standards. What do you mean keep being late? Can you keep being late for your job and keep a job, nigga? Can you keep being late? No, bro. Look, and Miles, me and Miles, we had a brief conversation before we started this live, right? And one of the things that we talked about, because I was telling him about a situation, and I think Miles would agree. Everyone on the Real Game No Theory panel would agree with this. You should never check a woman for the same shit twice.
Facts.
You should never check a woman for the same shit twice. Never. Like even, matter of fact, even when I mentioned the chick, when the chick was late, you were like, man, I probably would have just let her go after that because you checked her for the same shit twice. Okay, within it was about 7 days apart, nigga. You had a same conversation again with the chick. You should never be, because that means that she doesn't value you and she don't respect you. That's what that means. Right. She can say what she want, but what it really boils down to is, yeah, you told me this, but I ain't really sweating you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gonna let me do it?
You gonna let me do it anyway?
Exactly. Yeah, you gonna bark, nigga. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have your face all in my pussy, nigga. We gonna be fucking. Everything is gonna be cool. You toothless German shepherd, you right? And if a woman looks at you like that, nigga, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, the 559 says, is there much of a difference between chemistry versus compatibility? To me, it's the same shit.
Well, I'll say this. I say chemistry and compatibility could be two different things. Because I think you can have chemistry with somebody you're not compatible with. And what I mean by that is you can have sexual chemistry. Like you could be attracted to them physically and have sex with them, and it's an enjoyable time. But like, you know, maybe when you actually sit down and have a conversation socially, you may not be really compatible. You know, like she might.
All right, I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
Like she might be a staunch Democrat. You might be a Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all get to talking, it's a different story. But when we get to the anatomy part, it's like, yo, this is everything. But then when I actually talk to you, it's like, nah, we're not really that compatible.
That makes sense to me. So you see, even I can learn something. All right, cool. I'm with that. All right, like sexual chemistry, but non-sexually, we're not compatible. I mean, we don't fuck with each other outside of the bedroom because we just don't get along. But in the bedroom, perfect.
Right.
Cool, how about that?
And there's such thing as intellectual chemistry too, but you might not see each other sexually as attractive. But see, compatibility to me is when pretty much all or most of those things work together, where there's no, like you said, you always give the definition of compatibility. You said coexisting with no conflict, right?
Existing in harmony with no conflict.
Exactly, existing in harmony with no conflict. So and you can exist in harmony with no conflict with somebody, and there might not be any chemistry. Just because y'all get along, don't mean y'all really feel that.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
You know a perfect example of that is friend zone. Friend zone is the perfect example of existing in harmony with no conflict. But there's no chemistry, which is why the chick ain't fucking you.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
So you kind of need, I mean, in order for any relationship, I think, to be really successful, I think you need both.
I never looked at it. See, Miles opened my eyes to something. See, I can learn something from other niggas too. I didn't really look at it that. I looked at it exactly the same, but the way you I can see it. I can see it now. I can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, now I got to redo my videos. When I talk about compatibility now and chemistry, I gotta make sure I throw the Miles effect on it and shit to make sure that I like that. I'm rolling with that now. Nigga. I'm taking that shit now.
We're always evolving, man. Always evolving.
There we go. See, there we go. Manhood is about always evolving and learning. All right, so Eric says, do you guys think maybe the game works? See, I already don't like your shit. I already don't like it. Game works for only you guys that maybe there are other type of guys. Game meant. No, do y'all need Grammarly and spell check with y'all motherfucking. Y'all, I can tell y'all got y'all GED and y'all never got a diploma. You need to spend more time in language arts, nigga. Others out there, you guys not teaching or no. Bro, game is not about women. It's not. See, that's the problem. Game is not about Eric. If you still watching, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna move on from this fucking topic of game. If for any of you guys that do not do any type of stock trading, if you wanted to trade in stock, now you can just go and download some apps and just start trading. You're gonna fuck up because you don't know nothing, right? Or you can go online. There are certain YouTubers who are very good at teaching men how to trade for stocks and all that type of shit. Penny stocks you should hold on to, stock you should get, make a couple of dollars and dump, all that type of shit, right? You can get books on it. So if you get books on how to trade stocks, or if you're watching a prominent YouTuber or a guy who on YouTube who's very prominent in the stock trading arena, and you learn from that individual, be it man or woman, and then you start trading stocks and you're better at it. If you read a book, what did you get? You got game. If you watch the YouTube channel on how to trade stocks and the type of stocks you should trade, type of stock you should leave alone, type of stock you should hold on to, type of stock you should, like penny stock you should get, make a couple ends and dump, they're giving you game on how to be a more proficient and efficient stock trader where you can actually make some money, right? They're giving you game on it. So game is everywhere. Anytime someone gives you knowledge about something, they're giving you the game on it.
Facts. Yep.
Y'all keep looking at it about pussy. Like, come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? You got to fail.
Nah, that's, well, first of all, I don't understand the question, and I make it a point not to really answer questions I don't understand. So we could go to the next question if you want. Because I don't mess with this lack of grammar shit. But guys, y'all could call in 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. We probably gonna be here for another 5 minutes. That'll be it.
5 minutes. We're about to be out. Give me just a second. I got another question. I'm gonna go ahead and okay, hold on. All right, right there. And I'll be right back.
All right, cool. So PLYA says, how do you find thrill and fun in the dating game? Well, you got to make it that way, right? You got to, again, we talked to you guys about doing things that you like to do, go into environments, go into venues, places, events that you like to do. Okay, it looks like they hung up. Go to places that you like to go to. Talk about things that you like to talk about. Find people with common interests, so it can be fun for you because you are in your own element. You see what I'm saying? I tell you guys all the time, you video game anime niggas, like all of y'all should be making sure y'all keep up with the Comic-Con conventions, right? And you should, connect with people in your town on Facebook groups that follow anime and Naruto and Pokemon and all that cool shit, man. Like y'all should be meeting up, having parties and talking to each other and organizing events for yourself. That's how you make it fun and create a thrill. You have to create what you want. You have to create what you want. You can't expect life to always do it for you. You understand? So if you want to find the thrill and fun in the dating game, then you have to create it. You understand? Like I said, do the things that you find interesting. Wear the clothes that you find interesting. Go places that you find interesting. Talk to people that you find interesting, and that'll be the fun and the thrill. What do you think about that, Zach?
This is what I would say. This is what I say about you guys. And women, both men and women are guilty of this shit. When I hear people talking about I'm looking for love, I'm looking for a relationship, or I'm looking to be married, I already know you're gonna have a difficult time dating. I already know you will.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you say, and there's nothing wrong with love in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship or being married. There's nothing wrong with the desire for those things.
Right.
But when you say I'm a single person and I'm out here I'm searching for those things,
right,
I already know that you're gonna have unrealistic dating expectations,
mm-hmm,
and then you're gonna have a checklist of things you're looking for people that you think should meet those criteria. And that's going to take the fun out of dating, because now it's become a task. It's become a chore. For me personally, you should just have fun dating. If you're just having fun and just enjoying the people that you meet, you're having memorable experiences, what you're going to find is what you're going to find is that eventually you're going to run into people that are worthy of you taking seriously or exploring those things with, if you just chill, temper your expectations, and just have fun.
Have fun. Yep. Because those would be, see, your attitude, your mood, and all that type of shit. It makes a difference the mood that you're in when you're out meeting people, when you're out meeting women and all that type of stuff. It's better for you when you have a better attitude, when you're actually happy, when you feel good about meeting people and all that other cool shit. Like it really makes a difference, and it's something that you have to take advantage of, right? You gotta feel a certain way to create a certain type of thought, and then the thoughts that you have will dictate the words, and then the words will dictate your action, and then ultimately, the women that you meet, right? They'll gravitate to that because it's authentic, because it's you actually having a good time. Zag, where you at, man?
My camera tripping. I'm trying to get this motherfucker to shut down on me and shit. Hold on real quick. All right, let me see if I can get it right. All right, this motherfucker bugging. All right, cool. All right, cool. My bad. It turned all the way to this side. Anyway, all right, so we good on phone calls, right?
Yeah, we good on call. Matter of fact, I'm about to kill the lines now, bro.
That's why I got kill the lines. Y'all niggas is too late.
Yep.
We got one more question, and we're about to be out on y'all. Okay, so Humble Henry says, I had something similar happen, like the caller situation. Got drinks together at a bar, and we kissed at the bar. But when she came to my place to smash, she said another time she was using me. See, okay. All right. Okay, this is the problem. I want guys to be very mindful of accusing women of using you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and I'm gonna show you the difference between a woman using you and a woman just taking advantage of your generosity. To me, there's a difference. I have a friend. He used to use the dating app Plenty of Fish, and he would meet chicks on Plenty of Fish, and he would propose sex to him, like, "Hey man, won't you come over to the crib? Let me beat that up." And the chicks, there would be a couple of chicks he met that would say, "Okay." They would say, "Okay, we can come over. I'll give you this ass on one condition: you feed me first." So it would literally be like a late night thing where he would take them to like Jack in the Crack, McDonald's, whatever the fuck was open late. So the chick was fucking for number 6, which you hoes should be ashamed of yourself. You fucking for $8. You should be ashamed of yourself, right? So, but there was an arrangement where he wanted some ass. The chicks was like, "Yeah, feed me first and you can get this ass." So now let's say he fed them, got them back to the crib, and then they said, "You know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to fuck." He can say they used me because there was already an understanding. There was a mutual agreement that I would provide this and then I would get this in return. But if you're not talking about sex, where the woman agrees to have sex with you, then she ain't using you. Okay, she's just taking advantage of your generosity. So this is what you guys need to stop doing. This is why I don't like the way that a lot of men look at dating. When you take a woman out on the first date is not where the woman should be obligated to fuck you. It's not about you fucking. Now, while you're on the date, if you and a woman are hitting it off and there's a good vibe between you two and there's mutual sexual attraction that leads to sex, that's cool. But if you go out on a date because you spent $15 on drinks thinking you should fuck, come on, bro. If you invite a woman back to your crib, did you tell her, "Yo, man, just to let you know, once we cross that threshold, my spot ain't the chill spot, it's the thought spot. It go down there. Like I fuck there. That's what I do. I don't kick it with chicks there." Now you ain't got to put it like the way I'm putting it, but if just let a woman know if we going back there, I'm assuming that you're consenting to fucking, right? Is that you consenting to that? Verbal communicate. This whole fucking show has been about how people communicate to each other. Make sure that it's understood that that's what's gonna happen. And then if it don't happen, just kick the chick out your spot.
Exactly. No more time for you. Get her out. Get her out, man.
Yeah, stop thinking. And let me just say this in defense of some women. And I hate to do this, but I gotta do it. Gentlemen, there will be times when you deal with enough women in your life. There will be times where you take a woman out on the first date, and that woman is actually sexually attracted to you. She is, right? And there will be some times where now two things could be true, right? A woman could come back to your crib and never plan to have sex with you. The opposite could be true, where a woman could come back to your spot and plan to have sex with you, but there is something that you did and or said that made her change her mind. Women do change their minds, and they do have a right to change their minds. Just because a woman initially was sexually attracted to you doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. A lot of times, what you say and or do has a lot to do with a woman changing her mind, right? We was talking about clean cribs. If a woman come to your crib and your shit is dirty or your shit look raggedy, a lot of women will be like, "I don't want to get naked and lie in his bed. It's dirty here.
Dirty.
Why would I want to lay my clean body on his dirty sheets?
I might get crumbs in my coochie."
That too. Or that nigga might have lights in his bed. Who knows what he got in his bed? Because if a woman thinks your crib is dirty, one of the first things she's going to question is the frequency in which you change your sheets. Why would she want to lay on your sheets if she thinks you're dirty? Because she gonna think your sheets are dirty. That makes sense to her. If a woman is uncomfortable sitting on your couch, why would she want to lay on your bed? I just want you guys to just think about it a little bit, just a little bit. All right, so I think we got one more because we're about to be out, man. Y'all had y'all chance. All right, this is it right here. Based off the topic, is that making a woman equal to you? These niggas are dumb, dog.
No, bro. It's about having a certain level of standard and having the woman that you deal with meet that standard and requirement. And if she can't meet it, then you get rid of her. And again, shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He said on a video that I saw the other day, he said, if a man is equal to a woman, there's something wrong with the man. Because men and women are not the same. We're not equal. You understand? So having a woman, produce requirements and to show efficiency in a relationship has nothing to do with trying to make her equal to you, because she will never be equal to you. Ever.
Never.
You're a man, she's a woman. There's no equality in the situation. So I don't want to like man, it's like guys want things to be equal just so they can share responsibility with a woman. There's no sharing
Exactly.
responsibility. The responsibilities I have as a man belong to me and me alone. I can't unload that onto my woman. If I'm doing that, I'm a punk bitch. I can't do that. You see what I'm saying? The responsibilities I have, I'm a man. Now she's a woman, she's gonna have her responsibilities too. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I have my responsibilities, she has hers. We come together and we make the relationship work. But will she ever be equal to me? Hell fucking no. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, let me say this real quick. Okay. The average guy, which is most guys, they do one or two things. They either lower the bar for women, meaning they don't hold women to no kind of standards, right? Or they require that women have more standards than them. Okay, let me elaborate. So if you're dealing with a woman and you let her do whatever just so you can get some pussy, you don't hold her to no standards. And that's because you don't have none yourself. See, it's kind of hard to hold women to a standard when you don't have any yourself. Now, the guys that hold women to a higher standard than them, right? And that's sad that you expect a woman to have more standards than you. Okay, let me give you a prime example of where this happens. When guys say, oh, I ain't trying to wife no chick that's promiscuous, I got a high body count, but I'll fuck them though. Okay, you're the type of guy where you hold women to a higher standard than yourself, right? And that's backwards. But on that note, man, we're about to be out.
And truthfully, Zach, that's most cats today. That's most cats today. Because a lot of dudes get mad at women for getting pregnant, and I'm like, yo, who dropped the seed? What are y'all talking about? But anyway,
there you go.
That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic of conversation, bro. For real.
There you go. And I see y'all niggas with these goofy ass comments now, and niggas making excuses for shit. But it's too late, nigga. We about to be out this motherfucker. Miles, before we bounce, you got anything you want to plug, fam?
Yeah, guys. Go to the link, man. Get your tickets for Vegas. We still got live stream tickets. There will be a cutoff point for live stream tickets, so don't wait forever to get your live stream tickets. And remember, there will be basically a halftime show in between the keynote speeches and the Q&A, where that will be hosted by Coach Grand Cam. So it's going to be heavy, man. Make sure you guys get your live stream tickets for the Vegas seminar.
No doubt, no doubt. On that note, we out tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, the Real Game No Theory podcast. And we do got something for y'all, as we always do. Tune in for that. Get the donations ready.
That's noon Eastern time.
Yeah, noon Eastern time. I believe it's what? 9 o'clock Pacific time. So let's get it on. On that note, Miles, I appreciate you coming through as always, fam.
Yes, sir.
Everyone in the chat, all the mods, the women that came through, appreciate you, ladies. Everyone who super chatted, everyone that had questions, whether they were goofy or not, everything is a teachable moment. We got mad love for y'all until tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. We out.
Peace.